Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team is currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 Hit Games 2 CD collection. You can find a link in the video description containing the entire directory structure of this archive. It's week 22, and these are the games our diggers have come up with. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply head on over to the Patreon page linked in the video description. Now without further ado, let's begin. First up, Matthew Belshans dug up DOSGAMES /Arcade3 /Shogatsu? Shogatsu? Something like that. I don't have a clue what this is going to be. I got a very short readme, so let's type that out. Readme.txt. Shogatsu by Alan Mace. Mace? Yeah, I think that's how that's actually pronounced. Instead of M-A-C-E, it's M-E-I-S-S. Copyright 1990. Shogatsu is a solitaire strategy game? Wait, this is in the Arcade 3 folder. There's a folder specifically for card games, so well, let's just run it. See what we end up with. Okay. So I have a control over a cursor. Still in text mode. Okay, so 72 pieces left. I've got a piece E, apparently. So do I just... Okay. I have no idea what I'm trying to do here. But that was worth a point. That was worth 2 points. Well, that was worth 3 points right there. When I... So if I will this be worth 3 points as well? Yes. And same with there? So then what do the letters actually mean then? Okay, I just got 4 points for that move right there. So I'm guessing, just from the way this is working, that the objective is to get pieces, to put pieces of the same color next to each other. I can't actually put a piece down if there's a different color next to it, so the pieces have to stay separated in terms of color. When you put two pieces next to each other, it's normally worth 1 point. It seems you get 3 points if you put them next to 2. And when you put it next to the same letter, it's worth an extra point. Well, now, wait a minute. Can I put next to the same letter if it's this different color? I can. The plot thickens. Okay, so this is basically a high-scoring game of sorts. I mean, there's clearly some strategy here, but this is such a huge board. It takes so long to just get everything done here. You know, I just noticed that there's not enough pieces to cover the entire board. The board is 12 this way and 8 this way, which equates to... Actually, how much does... I think that's 96. I don't think it started with that many pieces, because I've only got 9 left, and there's definitely more than 9 spaces left on the board. Okay, so that's it. No more tiles. And apparently I got a high score. And I guess Alan clearly, well, he made the game, so clearly his high score should be better. Interesting. And I'm gonna guess if I hit... Okay, so it starts me with 72 pieces. So yeah, this is kind of interesting. So I mean, it's interesting in terms of a solo game, just trying to get the best scores possible. That's ultimately what it comes down to. So it's basically a kind of solitaire game, but instead of using cards, you're using just letter tiles that come in different colors. So this is actually kind of like something you could actually play on your own if you had like real pieces that had these letters and the colors on them, just based on the way that the scoring works. It's pretty simple. So I don't know. This isn't my kind of game for sure, but I can see people enjoying this. So yeah, if this kind of like sort of strategy solitaire sort of thing appeals to you, then definitely check this out. Next up, Christopher Wagles dug up DOSGAMES /PD1 /Wanderer. Okay, so we got another one where I'm not really quite sure what we're going to end up with here. That's a much larger README file, so let's just run the configuration program. Okay. That kind of almost suggests this was built with some sort of game creation utility, which... Let's see what we end up with here. Wanderer. Name. Me. Ah, that's terrifying. What? What? Are you gonna do anything? Oh, okay. What? Yes? Okay. So this is clearly some kind of game, but it's not working. Let's see here. Configure wanderer.cdt. Okay, so it's got some path information. It needs to let me set this up. Okay, let's see if this actually works. No, it didn't work again. It's stalled out there. I wonder. There's a screens.zip file. Maybe I have to unzip that first before this is going to work. Let me go try that. Wow, unzipping that actually produced like 62 screen files. I'm guessing there's probably like levels or something. Anywho, are you going to work now? Please? Terrifying creature again. Okay, we actually have a game. Finally. So, score 0, diamonds, found 0, total 45, screen 1. Okay, so we got some lines I can't move through. Oh, found some money. Our bomb's good? Gemini killed by an exploding landmine with a okay, that was definitely not a good thing. Let's try that again. Whoa. Okay then. I think I know what's going on now. Let me turn the cycles down here so that you guys can get a better idea of what's happening. But see how the rocks fall? Yeah, we're currently playing... Oh geez, what's it called again? Is it like Boulder Dash or something like that? In any case, it's a style of game I am absolutely terrible at. I think I've talked about this on a particular Ancient DOSGAMES video I did. Which game was it? It was the one that had that sort of smiley character and the 256... Or, no, the 16 color VGA graphics that look like they're 256 color, but they really aren't. Why is there a red TARDIS in the bottom? I mean, I know that the TARDIS is just a phone booth, but it looks like a red TARDIS, seriously. Oh, I found the exit to the level. Can I go in it? No, you've got to find all the diamonds. Well, that's not happening because I completely screwed this one up. So, yeah, this game... okay. I mean, it kind of sucks that you see so little at a time and you have to basically move all the way to the edge to scroll the screen. So, I wouldn't exactly call this the greatest Boulder Dash clone I've ever seen, if that is indeed, if I am remembering that right. I mean, it works. Well, after I got the screen files unzipped, I don't know why they were zipped up separate from everything else, but, you know, if this is your kind of game, then I'd give it a shot, just to see if it really is worth your effort or worth the effort or not. There was 65 screen files. Or no, is it 62? It's either 62 or 65, but either way, a lot of different levels for this game, so I don't know. I guess it just depends on if you enjoy looking at that terrifying spider with the smiley thing and the 8 legs and the... I mean, may not be arachnophobic, but seriously, real spiders aren't even that creepy. But, yeah, this isn't my kind of game. What else can I say? Oh my goodness, this last one. We have a team dig. Martin Hirschberg and Dick Jiang decided to dig up DOSGAMES /adventure /weird1. And this game. And we're even finishing off with a game that I don't know what this is going to be. Like, well, it's going to be 53 files, so let's do this /W. Like, I mean, usually I have an idea with some of these, but today's just been total blanking. I can't even guess. Well, it seems like the only file we have here is advent.exe, but there's a lot of other files, so I'm hoping that that means we're going to have some graphics or something. Like, I mean, we've got RLE files, so that's a good sign. Weird Island, version 1.1. Program Audio Visuals, copyright to 1992, Kevin Lee. This program is shareware, it's not free. If you like the program, encouraged a contribution of £10. Or upwards. Oh wow, and there's a 1992 internet email address from the UK. I'll bet that doesn't work anymore. So a whole bunch of 16 color modes. Why would you give a difference between VGA and MCGA for something like... Unless this game's doing like some advanced scrolling or something, there can't possibly be a difference between those two. Mouse and keyboard. Well, I can't say I approve of the PC speaker music, but... yeah. Something. Daily Rag. Mystery person claims island. That's a terrifying mystery person. So we got some mouse controls going on here. Oh wow. This is kind of looking like it's going to be like, well, I talked about this recently on something, I think. Like, games like, oh, what is it called? I'm blanking on everything today. Games like Deja Vu and such. I wish I could remember the other one that was like Deja Vu that was made by like the same people, but I can't. It was like Shadow something, I think. So, there's a boat and a sign here. I'm guessing this is directions for moving. So, examine boat. Oh, okay, so you click on the command once you've typed in exactly what you want to do. The boat is rusty and has many holes in its sides. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Use boat? Use boat on. Use boat on side. Yeah, that makes you achieve nothing. Yeah, I didn't quite expect that. Take the boat. You are unable to take that. Speak to the boat. You can't talk to that, because you would be talking to inanimate objects. Oh well, let's examine the sign. The sign reads, "This harbor is hereby closed. Any violation will result in a really unpleasant and yucky death." Signed, Hemorrhoid. That's the weird, very, what? Okay, let's move out of here. It's interesting that we have a sort of, it's kind of like a sepia-toned, or however you pronounce that. In any case, we got a guy here. Fisherman and a large box. So, examine the fisherman. Fisherman snoozes quietly. In his sleep, he mumbles something about bloody foreigners and hemorrhoids. Okay, can we speak to him? Or is that gonna, like, upset him? The fisherman says, "So you're the new owner, landlubber. I wouldn't tell anyone who you are. They live in fear of hemorrhoids. The boss around here now." That's a very unfortunate name for anyone to have. Well, let's speak. Examine the large box. It is a large wooden box. Open the large box. You open the box and see another box. Okay, open that one. Why am I not surprised? So many boxes and all we get is a freaking note. Examine the note. The message on the note says, "Please keep these boxes tidy." Fisherman giggles and dozes off again. Okie dokie. Let's just move on. We're in a clearing and there's some herbs. Examine herbs. Looks like some kind of yellowish flower. Can we take the herbs? We took the herbs. Can we use the herbs? You sample the herb and feel a bit lightheaded for a moment. You suddenly feel like putting on a Doors tape and mellowing out? This is one of the weirdest inventory adventures I've ever played. Oh boy, we got a bear. Examine the bear. The large, unhappy bear is guarding a cave and rubbing its stomach. Because of course it is. Speak to the bear? The bear lets out a menacing growl that shakes the very fibers of your underwear. Right. Can we push the bear? Pushing that has no effect. I think pushing a bear would have a really big effect. Just not the one intended. Oh, I just found a vine. And yeah, I survived the bear encounter. I didn't cut or anything weird or anything. I came back from that. Looks like a long rope like a plant. Take the vine. We now have a vine. And now we have a can, too. Or we will once I click on it. The interface is kind of tricky, because you have to confirm the commands you put in, but... so much clicking on words. It's like, you can't actually interact with the screen at the front. Like, I mean, you saw that I saw the can on the screen, well, you couldn't physically see a can in here. It's like, this is just for show. All the action is right here with these buttons that are nothing more than text. Let's take a fish. I'll bet the fish works on the bear. Hey bear, I got a fish. You want the fish? You achieved nothing with the fish because the game is being weird. Seriously, bears love fish. Why doesn't that work? What? What? Do I need to censor this? This doesn't make any sense. What? My brain doesn't work anymore. We have what the game is calling a soldier, clearly male, and what you can't see right now because I have it censored are a pair of breasts. What is this man doing with female breasts? What is going on? You know, they probably didn't mean to make this look like female breasts, but I'm sorry, it totally does. Okay, let's examine the soldier. Soldier blocks your entrance to the sand castle. He is made of... He's even made of sand. This doesn't... This is bizarre. Hang on. If he's made of sand, why am I not able to just walk around him into the sandcastle? How could he be guarding it if he's just sand? Can I speak to him? Soldier looks you up and down and then comments, "Can't let peasants in, gotta keep our standards up." Oh, we got a village here. An empty village, apparently. We got a hut door. Can we open the hut door? Door is locked. What did... How... Never mind. I'm through Whoa. That is a big statue in the middle of this grass hut village? How is there a statue in the middle of a grass hut village? The huge statue of a large godlike figure stretches up into the clouds. The nails of 1 foot are all painted. And I now have access to all 5 of the statue's toes. This game is something else. Ooh, some fruit. I gotta take that. Yay, I got fruit. Can I use the fruit? You sample some of the fruit and immediately spit it out again. Everything in this game sucks. Like, watch. I'm gonna use the fish. It's probably gonna suck. You never tasted boiled intestines before, but if you had, you imagine they might taste something like this fish. Everything in this game is terrible. It's like... Oh, jeez. Okay, so I think I've had enough of this. This game... Okay. let me put something in perspective here. I do not hate this game. I am making fun of this to like the nth degree, but only because of the fact it is so weird. But that's kind of impressive in itself. And first of all, the fact that this game is working. Second of all, in the fact that it has, like, all this stuff to it. Like, I mean, we've got all these commands here. We've obviously got an ability to save if there's a files button. I haven't actually checked. Yeah, save, load, cancel. So, the game here has quite a bit to it, and it's written in such a way that it's like, very, I don't know what the word is, but it's very not typical. It's very atypical compared to the kind of dialogue and stuff you would see in a game like this. So that alone sort of makes it stand out in an interesting sort of way. And while I'm kind of getting frustrated with this game, but that's because I'm not much of an adventure, like, inventory-based adventure games like this, or just inventory-based adventure games in general, they're not really my forte, but this one is creative. It's creative, it has interesting graphics, even though you don't interact with them. And, you know, I think with all the stuff that's going on here, this could be a fun time for somebody who likes this kind of thing. But it is definitely really freaking weird. and I haven't even gotten anywhere. So, oh geez. I was about to end, but we've got a medicine man here and a patient. We're about to go super weird. The medicine man is short and spindly and wears a mask. And the patient seems to be in some pain. He looks like someone important. And speak to the medicine man. Clear off me, enough trouble already. Okay. Speak to the patient. Patient lets out a scream of pain. Well, good. Time to use everything on everything. Use herbs on medicine man. Use herbs on patient. Whoa. That actually had an effect. You ram the herb into the patient's mouth and force him to swallow it. After some strange convulsions, the patient suddenly feels better. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. Wait. We're in the presence of Mr. Medicine Man here, who's got his patient right here. If this were proper... it's obviously not proper medicine, like, let's be fair here. But if this was, like, some sort of person who actually cared about his job, I don't think he'd appreciate having some random guy walk into his hut and shove herbs down his patient's mouth. And he just... there's, like, no consequences here. This is, like... what's he gonna say now that I've done that? The medicine man bows to you and smiles contently. Dude, you don't walk into somebody, you don't walk into the doctor's office and then cram medicine down the patient's throat. It doesn't work that way. You give the medicine to the doctor if he's, like, short on medicine or something, but you don't force it. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm glad I stuck around for that. This game is just bizarre and weird, and I think there's a lot of people out there who will probably enjoy this thing. But let's face it, despite the visuals, it is primarily done through text. So, as long as you're okay with that, and you don't mind clicking around and getting lost with all these directions and stuff, I suspect you'll have a good time. As long as you can appreciate this creepy, weird humor sort of thing going on.